RevXDev.com.
Hi everyone and welcome to RevXDev. Don here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division, the closed beta, the open beta, and of course, as you know, the game is coming very soon, early March this year. Now, I wanted to do this video a bit earlier, but as you know, we've faced some problems with Warframe, our bans and all that stuff, and I just simply didn't have any strength and time to do it earlier. And like I already said, I played the closed beta where to access, actually you needed to pre-order the game or have a key, a beta access key. But as you know, the open beta is free to everyone. You don't need to buy nothing. It's like a, it's like a little test demo version of the full game. And it was lots of fun. So of course, first thing you want to mention are the graphics and the atmosphere. From the trailers and from other gameplays that you might see or have seen on YouTube, it doesn't feel kind of very open, it feels like it's very close environment and all that stuff. But when you actually manage to get in game and you feel that atmosphere, that post-apocalyptic atmosphere, when there's criminals, there's terrorist attacks, lots of dead people around. It basically feels like I Am Legend, but with like lots of other players around you and citizens and so on. It is cool. I thought that we might face zombies. I don't know, we might actually face some, infected people by the end of the game. I have no clue. But I would love to. Just imagine how cool it would be if this game would have zombies, like in Dying Light or, I don't know, Dead Rising or Dead Island. Just a couple of zombies in the city would be a lot of fun. Of course, not exaggerated amount like, I don't know, in Dying Light, for example, in some places. But that would be a lot of fun with zombies, this game. But anyways, graphically it is very nice. Though the open beta was kind of less stable for me than the closed beta. I don't know why. I had to load stuff, so I was playing on low details and I was facing around 60 FPS. And my specs are i7-4790K, which is the Intel CPU, and then the graphics card is GTX 970 G1 Gigabyte Gamers Edition. Yeah. And I have like 32 gigs of RAM, nothing special. The game was installed on the 3 terabytes hard drive, 7,200 RPM. Everything standard, basically nothing special. And time to time it tends to drop to 40 FPS, but it's when, lots of action is happening in front of you. But overall it tends to stay around 50-60 FPS or above. And I mean, I really hope by the time that the game will be out, they would, fix and patch everything and stabilize and optimize everything, so it will be very nice because I'm going to play it a lot, and Vince too, so that's very cool news. So if you like The Division, hopefully we'll make a lot of cool content on it. The game is cool, and one of the reasons why we'll play it a lot and maybe do even more content, it's because it has multiplayer, and a very interesting multiplayer. It has its own multiplayer style. Basically, it's called the Dark Zone, and anything you get from the Dark Zone, you need to extract or export from the Dark Zone by the help of a helicopter. And it's just so fun when somebody and I faced a really funny situation where there were like 7 players, probably around that, trying to, export their stuff from the Dark Zone, and one crazy dude threw like a couple of nades and he killed all of us that were trying to, export or extract our stuff, and he collected all of our stuff and extracted it. So in that moment I said, wow, this is hilarious. This game is really funny as fuck. And yeah, so basically that's the whole idea of the multiplayer. Of course there's NPCs, there's, you play against the computer in the Dark Zone. Also there's NPCs that you kill and you can get some cheaper stuff, but there's also players that you can kill and you can become a rogue. you can become basically like a terrorist or enemy to everyone. And this is where the fun begins. If you have a couple of friends playing with you, you know, if they team up with you, it becomes like a freaking gang war. It's amazing. Now, hopefully the multiplayer will expand a little bit more, you know, because it is though fun right now, but you know, I feel like if they will not add nothing extra to it, it might get boring with time, but we'll see that. And hopefully Vincent's PC will also handle the game, because it has some pretty harsh, you know, PC requirements or hardware requirements. But overall, it's a very cool third-person shooter game. I love the part when we can co-op while doing the campaign or story. You know, you can co-op with your friend, and I guess more than one. And before going into the multiplayer or PvP, actually it's more correct to say PvP, because basically before you go into PvP, it is already multiplayer, but it's just PvE, you know, player against NPCs, which is fun too. And the coolest thing there is that before going into the PvP Dark Zone, you should do lots of missions, gain a lot of cash, or RP, whatever it's called, get a lot of weapons, so you will be prepared before you go into the Dark Zone. You know, you have to play a lot of the campaign and just do lots of missions, help people, NPCs. It is quite fun too, you know, it is quite fun. And I fell in love because the atmosphere in the game, it's very nice, you know, it is very nicely done. I saw lots of YouTubers complaining about the game, but I mean, it's fine. In my opinion, the game reminds you a mix of between, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto 5 and Watch Dogs. You know, graphically it looks like an upgraded Watch Dogs, like maybe Watch Dogs 2 without using vehicles, you know, in the game. Parkour is kind of fine, you know, there were some bugs, but overall you don't need actually that much parkour in the game. I mean, you can basically climb all the stuff that you need to climb. But overall, I guess the most funny part in this game, or the most hilarious part, will be the Dark Zone and the PvP modes. And like I already said, hopefully they'll add more stuff to the PvP, or maybe even zombies or something like that, infested people. That would be a lot of fun to see. And of course, you have lots of zones. You know, you have low-level zones, you have higher-level zones of enemies, because sometimes NPCs in the PvP become very hard. Like legit, sometimes you spend just hundreds and hundreds of bullets just to kill a couple of NPCs. It's fun. It is quite fun. So we'll definitely play it. We'll definitely, like Cody said, make some videos and entertaining content on it, and we'll just enjoy it and have a lot of fun. So me and Vince are thinking on pre-ordering the game, and we'll definitely play it when it's gonna come out. I don't know if we'll do like playthroughs. I don't know about that. We'll see. But definitely we'll make some content, and it's going to be fun and entertaining. One thing I also forgot to mention, you can do these cool emotes, you know, exercise, you know, just show that you're not an enemy, or just, you know, say hi. It is actually fun. It is a nice feature. You can change your clothes in game, you can change your character, how it looks like, and definitely with DLCs, I don't want to talk a lot about DLCs because, you know, we still didn't play the main game without any extra, you know, without any extras and DLCs and so on. You can change your clothes, and that's cool. You know, your characters are very customizable and lots of cool details, and the game feels nice. Reminds you, like I already said, of Watch Dogs a little bit, though the controls are kind of better. By better, I mean it looks a little bit like GTA 5, but the controls are way more responsive, like in Saints Row or something like that. Never mind, it's just weird comparisons. And yeah, hopefully I talked about everything. So of course, as you know, there's campaign, there's a co-op campaign, multiplayer campaign, whatever you call it. You can play it with a couple of friends. I think you can do it with 4 friends. I didn't really kind of experience it. I played, I think, with 2. So I played the campaign, or we did a couple of missions as 2 players, and it was more than enough, and it was fun. And PvP, like I already said, is also lots of fun. It is kind of new, you know, there's no game like that. So yeah, like I already said, hopefully they'll optimize and stabilize the game a bit more, so there will be no lack of performance and the FPS will not drop and all that stuff. Hopefully it'll be everything smooth and nice, and hopefully we're gonna have a lot of fun together. yeah, so more videos definitely will be coming soon on The Division. I don't know about Warframe, but definitely on many other games. I guess that's all. Hopefully I showed you all the coolest moments that I faced in the game, you know, because graphically I was stunned. I was literally 2 days stunned in the game recording it, and I have lots of cool footages and angles with graphics and just daytime changing and the atmosphere, you know, and the weathers and the game are just insane. The snow, the sun, and then rain, everything is great and very nice. The atmosphere and the weathers, of course, remind you of GTA 5, which is very kind of unique, you know. And it's cool. I don't know about vehicles, you know, we don't kind of need vehicles in this game because it's a very, you know, like tactical shooting and all that stuff, like Warframe, you know, you don't need vehicles in Warframe or, you know, like horses or anything else to help you move around. So it's a very like kind of tactical shooter, you know, and not like XCOM, nothing like that, no. But yeah, a very cool one. So I really like the game. It is something unique. We'll see. Actually, Mafia 3 is coming soon next month. April, I mean, and hopefully Mafia 3 will be amazing too. Just Cause 3 was kind of weird as hell. I didn't really kind of like it because it just felt like Just Cause 2, but hopefully we'll play it too, hopefully because of the multiplayer. And yeah, but The Division is on the bucket list, you know, it's there, it's marked, we're gonna play it, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Alright, hopefully this was entertainful for you, hopefully you saw some interesting graphics and angles of this game, and I guess we'll see you in the next videos. Yeah.
RevXDev.
Where the hell is this motherfucker?
We started playing, we're spraying, displaying crazy, rushing a huge amount of trainings, laying down in your base. We're gonna break down the nasty plans for your maniac mates. We are the RevXDev, mighty rebels already, sit steady, or you're gonna face a flipping chatty machete. Already gone, hungry with a retard. Just got your silly brains to the game. You can't aim, I call you lame fame. You think you're nigga, you have no flipping us to pull the flipping trigger. Bang, bang, we're here. We're here to make the freaking fakers disappear. You hear it, you better hear it, cause we'll come on the drill, kill, bill, and show you the skill. You better stay still and watch the mighty film.